So, hi everyone, I am your instructor for this subject, forensic document, the forensic science. Um, this will be our first discussion for prelim, and I hope you'd bear with me if you hear some unnecessary noise like tilaok ng manok, or iyak ng bata, or sigaw ng tao. Kasi I don't have any microphone that has noise cancellation, so if you have mga question na hindi na mga meron kayong questions regarding sa discussion na ito na hindi naintindihan o hindi klaro yung pagkasasabi ko kasi merong mga ingay, please let me know in the comment or chat me through our group chat. So let's proceed with the discussion proper. The forensic examination of question document. Dito na po Paul ang mga tanong ng during cases na kung saan the dispute is the authenticity of the document. Kung tunay ba yung dokumento or peke, yung pirma mo ba ay forged or parang ginsubadlaan mo pirma. Kaduha, meron bang nadagdag o nabawasan sa dokumento like may para or may dugang or does the handwriting belong to an individual or specific typescript or particular machine? Kung ang isang dokumento ba ay sinulat or authored ng isang tao or merong ibang tao na humawak at may pinalitan or inalter yung isang dokumento. So, dito masasagot yung mga tanong na document na in question or in dispute. So let's proceed in defining forensic science from criminalistic. Forensic science, ito yung application ng scientific techniques. When we say scientific techniques, ito yung mga ginagawa ng mga scientists in experimentation, examination, observation, na scientific techniques and principles na ginagamit para makapagbigay o makapag-provide ng evidence to legal or related investigation and determination. For example, sa forensic science, DNA typing, tawag dito, quantify and quality ng isang drugs, kung pure ba yung drugs or whatsoever. And dito na po fall yun. Pero kapag yung forensic science ginamit na in relation in solving crime and criminal matters, criminalistics na ang tawag dito. Ang criminalistics is the application of forensic science. Yung forensic science, ginagamitan siya ng scientific techniques, ng mga principle ng science para makapagbigay ng ebidensya sa legal o makatulong sa legal na matters. Pero yung criminalistic, ito na yung paggamit ng mismong forensic science para sa mga criminal matters. And criminalistic should be distinguished from the term criminology kasi yung criminology, ito yung pag-aaral, social study ng crime at ng criminal behavior. While criminalistic, ito yung pag-a-apply ng forensic science sa criminal matter. Okay, next. Forensic document examination and forensic examiner. Yung forensic document examination, ito yung practice of the application. Practice of the application of document examination to the purposes of law, according to American forensic examiners. Usually called question document examination or scientific examination of question document. Dito na ina-apply yung mga kailangan gawin para ma-examine yung isang dokumento of its kung in question man or in dispute yung isang dokumento. Next is forensic document examiner. Pinagkaiba lang nila yung forensic document examination. Ito yung ginagawa, ito yung practice, ito yung trabaho. When we say forensic document examiner, ito yung tao, ito yung expert, ito yung gumagawa ng practice. Ito yung mga experts sa area of analyzing documents. They are sometimes called forensic scientists or document examiner, document experts, or by combination of these and other description. So, yung forensic document examiner, yung trabaho niya is mag-examine ng document. Okay? Next, graphology. The study of handwriting to identify the writers of personal traits. Okay, graphology. Ito yung pag-aaral sa handwriting. So, kung paano ka sumulat. Yung mga endpoint, yung mga kung paano sulatin yung letter A, yung alphabet, ganon. So, that is graphology. So, let's proceed to the PNP question document examination. It is, according to the Philippine National Police Crime Laboratory Group, includes the Question Document Examination Division or QDED, which aims to provide scientific support in forms of documentary and testimonial evidence. The function to examine question documents specifically includes the following. So, ito yung mga ito yung function ng QDED. QDED, pangkabugusan hinihan PNP. Crime Laboratory at dinira Camp Crame. So, yung first function is the handwriting examination. Dito, ginkikitaan yung hand lettering. Kung paano ka mo magsurat. Yan. Hand lettering, yung pagsurat. Such as anonymous letters. Like, for example, may nagpadaraha imuhin death note. Death threat nga, sinurat, I will kill you. Tapos, ito nga sinurat, ginpasa mga police, ngayon ito i-examine an type of writing ito nga note. Ransom notes, suicide notes. Ito nga may mga nagsusuicide, tapos may bibili ng mga papel nga may surat nga, kimikeme, mga problema, nagraran. Kikita ito, kung ito nga suicide note is an nagsurat, kung an nagsurat is an mismo nga victim or ibang nga tao. Kasi merong, di na makikita kung may foul play, ito nga suicide. Signatures, yan, forgery. Tinitignan kung finorge ba or kinopya yung sign mo, especially sa mga cheque. As those papering in deeds of absolute sale, ito nga mga nagbabaligyahin tuna or mga gamit. Receipts, mga resibo, marriage contract, yes, kay may mga permiton, and land titles, mga tituluhan tuna nga mga nagbabaligyahan tuna. Kailangan ito in deeds of sale, tapos kailangan ito permahan. Yan, if that specific land titles is in question, di na masakob ang QDED and PNP. Kira ito ang mag-examine if whether or not that specific signature is handwritten by the author or not. So next, second function nila is imprint examination, including those produced by manual devices, rubber stamp. Ito nga nga, diba pag napaperma ka mo, may dust stamp na ginkukuan working student. Yun. Dater stamps and some cancellation stamps. Next is mechanical devices, typewriter, check writer, electronic devices, mga typewriter din, computer printers, time clocks, and cash registers. It also includes those produced by the manufacturers of counterfeits, and mga currencies, and mga kwarta, negotiable instrument, travel documents, licenses, and various personal credential and identification document. Next function at QDED is the writing media examination, including instrumentation, inks, and paper. So, writing media examination, dini-examine nila ang mga gingamit pagsurat. For example, ini nga libro. Kung in dispute ini nga libro, for example, may nag-aagaw ini nga author, duhang author nag-aagaw. An usa gin claim nga ginsurat ini niya 2000. An usa gin claim nga ginsurat ini niya 2010. So naging in dispute ya kay duha ang nagki-claim ini nga book. So, writing media examination QDED, gina-examine nila kung kakanon ining ginsurat, an age han papel, an age han ink, or an printer nga gingamit pag-print ini. Ira ito gan identify. Okay? Amo ito ang writing media examination. Next, dating examination, including absolute determination, dates and introduction of products as I've said kanina. For example, ang papel, kakano nag-emerge, kakano nag-exist ang papel, and relatives determination, example, mga erasure or alteration, may changes, insertion, and substitution. So, dating examination, di na makikita ko na usang papel, ginbalyuan, gindugngan, ginparaan, may gin-insert, may gin-value. Okay? Next, Examination of falsification and alteration, including removals or erasure, changes, insertion, substitution. 6. Examination of invisible, faded, obscured writing or the impression of writing. 7. Examination of preternatural paper characteristic including tears, fastener. Tears, mga, for example, stapler. Itong nga luho, i-examine liwat ito han mga taga-QD, forensic document examiner. Ang mga fastener, paper clips, ang mga staples, cut, ang mga gisi, ang mga perforations. Sa amo ito didahapit preternatural paper characteristic. Number 8 is the miscellaneous examination, including an envelope tampering, an adhesives, lamination, typist characters, and linguistics. Conduct lectures to PNP, AFP, and other government agencies. So, ang QDED, they provide lectures. Dirila inihasakub ang PNP. Hagaw hap AFP liwat, nagtututbihira, nagle-lecture, and other government agencies. So, next, number 10 is to conduct field laboratory work, where question document examiners are sent to agencies, offices to conduct examination, and to photograph original documents that cannot be submitted to the PNP crime laboratories. So, kung diri man maipadara ang mga document ngadto ha crime camp karami or crime laboratory hit PNP, ang mismo nga forensic document examiner it makada ito nga lugar kung hain ito nga mga document. Number 11 is to attend court duties. Syempre, ini nga mga forensic document examiners, these are experts in this area. And if their presence is necessary in court proceedings, they have to testify as an expert, they have to attend. They have to oblige to the court. Okay, forensic document examiner or question document examiner, these two terms are used interchangeably. So, this refers to persons, tao, examiners, who study tanan nga aspeto han dokumento to determine its authenticity, ang pagiging authentic, an origin kung di nagtikang, an handwriting, ang pagsurat, an photocopies, ang pag-xerox, an ink naging gamit nga ng papel naging gamit. Ang goal of forensic document examiner is to recognize genuineness, analyze color tone of inks, papers, and other substances, revealing additions and substitution, yung dugang at gimbalyuan, restoring or deciphering erased and obliterated writing, gin-restore, ginbabalik ang mga nagkapapara or ang mga diri, mga sayod ng mga kasurat. So those are the goal of forensic document examiner. The characteristic of a document examiner should have a normal color perception, excellent eyesight, and pass a form of a blindness test. So, ito yung mga characteristic ng isang document examiner. Kailangan ang mata normalan. Ang pagkita mo han color blue, dire color green ha. An excellent eyesight dapat 20/20. And pass a form of blindness test, may specific test nga gina-undergo, ginkukuha in order para maging document examiner. So what is document? Document is any material which contains marks, symbols, or signs, either visible or partially visible or invisible, that may presently or ultimately convey a meaning or message to someone. So, any paper na may ada mark, may ada symbol or sign, may ada visible or partially visible or invisible, nga may gin-present or may gin-convey, may ginahatag na meaning or message to someone, that is considered as a document. Okay? Document came from the Latin term documentum, which means lesson or example. In the medieval Latin, it means instruction or official paper. document may have been derived also from French word docere or docere, meaning to teach. So, document is anything may nakasurat, may sign, may symbol, visible man hiya or partially visible or danay invisible that present or convey a meaning. Ibig sabihin, ito nga nagpakasurat dito nga mga sign, bisan nga ni symbol la may meaning, di ba? So, anything that has symbol, sign, or that is partially or visible or even invisible na may message is considered as a document. Okay, next. Any written, drawn, presented, memorialized representation of thought. The word originates from the Latin documentum, which denotes a teaching or lesson. This according to Wikipedia. It consists of writing or any material containing letters, words, numbers, figures, symbol, other modes of written expression offered as a proof of their contents. It is the legal definition of the document. So, according naman to People versus Moreno, it is any written statement by which a right is established or an obligation extinguished. Okay. There are two categories of document. First, we have the question document and the standard document. Ang question document, ito yung mga document to which an issue has been raised or which is under scrutiny. The focal point of the examination and to which the document examiner relies as to the extent of the problem. Also, this also referred to as disputed document. Madaling salita, in question, may anomalya ang dokumentong specific document. So, next is the standard document, in which the origin is known and can be proven and can legally be used as sample to compare with other things that is in question. So, ang standard document, amo itong pinaka-original. Maaram ka kung diintikangan o diintikang itong document, ngan pwede hiya magamit as a sample para ma-compare ang ibang mga dokumento. So there are types of standard document. First, we have the collected or procured document. Standard specimen executed in the regular course of a man's activity or that which are executed in the day-to-day writing activity. For example, of a collected, procured standard document is your diary. Yan. Imo diary, imo mga another example, imo ginsusulat sa eskwelahan. Those are collected or procured. Next is request or dictated. Post litel motam standard or standard document which are executed upon request. They are prepared at one time. So ito nga mga document, ini nga requested or dictated. For example, subukahan imo sangkay. Uy, surata daw ini nga love letter head. Ini nga love letter kay hatag ko akong crush. Ikaw niya ginpasurat, nag-request niya imo isurat ini nga love letter. So that is an example of a requested, dictated. Dictated ginyakan lahan nagpapasurat, nga ikaw nagsusurat, imo ginsusurat ani nga pinanyayakan. Ano yung example ini? Ang mga stereographer adto ha korte, mga nagra-record mga yakan ni tao. Amo ni tiragamit. Kung ano man ang gayakan ng mga tao inside the courtroom, iya to type. So, dictated standard document. So, let's proceed with the contemporary document. So, contemporary document are documents which are not more than 5 years before or after. So, ano ibig sabihin nini? Documents nga diri kuno nalagpas 5 years before or after. Okay? Take note hini nga term. Not more than 5 years before or after. Amo yun yung pinaka-keyword when it comes to contemporary document. So there are legal classifications of document. We have public, official, commercial, private, electronic document. So public document, these are documents that written act or recorded of the sovereign authority of public bodies and tribunals of a public office, legislative, executive, judiciary, whether the Philippines or a foreign country. For example, of public documents are notarized documents. Okay? Pag ano sa nga papel, sa nga dokumento notarized, that is considered as public document. Ano pa? Ano pa no sa nga, another example of public document? Written act or recorded of the sovereign authority of official bodies and tribunals. SALN. Okay, next. Official document. Any instrument issued by the government or its agents or its officer having the authority to do so in the office, which is in accordance with their creation, they are authorized to issue and be issued in the performance of their duties. So, official document, for example, ang mga ordinances na gini-implement ang mayor, hausa nga munisipyo, or hausa nga syudad. Those ordinances are considered as official document. Next, commercial document. Any instrument executed in accordance with the Code of Commerce or any mercantile law containing disposition of commercial right or obligation. Ini nga mga tawag ini. For example, of commercial document and rent document and mga kondo nga ginpaparent, condo for rent. May dito mga kontrata nga ginpipirmahan nga amoy ni sugad ni for the whole 5 months hikuan ni Poncio Pilato si Poncio Pilato it magre-rent hini nga kondo. That is commercial document. Ito nga ginpirmahan mo, that is considered as a commercial document. Ito, for example, usa nga tuna ginpaparentahan mo for commercial purposes. Tapos meron ka mo kasuratan. Ito nga kasuratan, that is considered as commercial document. Okay, next, private document. Every deed or instrument executed by a private person without the intervention of a notary public or of any person legally authorized by which document some disposition or agreement is proved, evidence, or set forth. That is according to U.S. versus Orellana. 11 of Philippine or Philadelphia 516. So, a private document, usa ito yung mga dokumento nga diri public. Private nga ni, diri public. Diri kunuhiya, diri without the intervention, wala hiya ignotarize. Without the intervention of notary public. Anything nga waray anything nga executed, every deed executed with private person, yan waray intervention or waray kalabutan hit notary public. That is considered a private document. Electronic document, a document a document produced by an electronic device or machine. Ito nga mga ginpiprint, yan. So ito nga example of electronic